Your heart rate, the moment you wake up, is one of the most accurate biological clocks you own. Not your calendar age, not your cholesterol number. This one quiet measurement, taken before you even reach for your phone, can tell you more about how your body is aging day to day than almost anything else. And most people over 60 either measure it wrong or never measure it at all. Here is what is actually happening while you sleep. Your body is not resting in the way we used to think. It is running a full overnight maintenance shift, repairing muscle, consolidating memory, regulating hormones, calming inflammation. Your heart rate drops during deep sleep, sometimes quite low, and then gradually climbs as your brain begins waking you. That slow morning rise is the tail end of a complex biological process that either went well last night or didn't. The number you get the moment you wake, before you stand up, before you speak, before you check anything, is called your waking resting heart rate. It is subtly different from the resting heart rate you might measure sitting in a chair mid-afternoon. In the morning, your body is still close to its overnight baseline. That makes the reading unusually honest. It reflects your nervous system, your recovery, your hydration level, and your inflammatory load all at once. For most healthy adults, a waking resting heart rate somewhere in the range of 50 to 70 beats per minute is considered normal. But the research on aging tells a more layered story. A rate that is persistently elevated, say consistently above 80 when it used to sit in the 60s, is associated in several long-term studies with accelerated cardiovascular aging and higher all-cause mortality risk over time. That is not an alarm, it is information. There is a difference. What makes the waking number so useful is not one single reading, it is the pattern. Researchers tracking older adults over years have found that people whose waking heart rate stays stable and gradually trends lower as they build healthy habits tend to show better outcomes on nearly every marker of biological age. The heart rate is not causing those outcomes. It is reflecting the same underlying conditions that produce them. Think of it as a dashboard light, not the engine. Now here is where most people get the measurement wrong. The most common mistake is waiting. You wake up, you think about your day, you reach for your phone, maybe you sit up to look at the clock, and then you check your pulse. By that point, you have already missed the truest number. Sitting up alone raises heart rate by 10 to 15 beats per minute in many older adults. A single anxious thought can add several more. The reading you get 2 minutes after waking is a different reading entirely. The right way to do it takes about 60 seconds and costs nothing. When you first become aware that you are awake, and before you move, before you speak, bring 2 fingers gently to the inside of your wrist, just below the thumb. Count the beats for 30 seconds and double it. That is your number. If you wear a heart rate capable watch or ring to bed, that device has already been doing this for you all night, and most of them surface a resting figure automatically by morning. So what actually moves this number in the right direction? The evidence points consistently to a few habits. Aerobic movement is the most powerful lever. Studies going back decades show that regular moderate intensity exercise, walking briskly, swimming, cycling, gradually lowers resting heart rate by training the heart to pump more blood per beat, so it needs to beat less often. This effect appears at every age, including well into the 70s and 80s. The heart adapts. That is not a small thing. Sleep quality matters almost as much. A night of poor sleep, fragmented, too short, or disrupted by noise or stress, typically shows up as a measurably elevated waking heart rate the next morning. This is one reason researchers consider waking heart rate a proxy for sleep quality in studies where wearing a full sleep monitor is not practical. If your morning number is running 5 to 10 beats higher than your personal average, the first question worth asking is simply, how did I sleep? Hydration is a quieter factor that many people will overlook. Mild dehydration, the kind that is easy to drift into by late evening if you have been cutting back on fluids to protect sleep, causes the heart to work harder overnight. The blood is slightly thicker, the volume slightly lower, so the heart compensates with more beats. Some older adults find that simply not letting themselves get too dry before bed nudges their morning rate in a noticeably better direction within a few weeks. Stress leaves a fingerprint here too. The autonomic nervous system, the part of you that runs on autopilot, determines much of your baseline heart rate. When stress is chronically high, the sympathetic side of that system stays dialed up, keeping the heart rate elevated even during sleep. This is why practices like slow breathing, gentle movement in the evening, and consistent sleep and wake times tend to lower waking heart rate over time. They are all working on the same underlying system. One more thing worth saying clearly. A single elevated reading means almost nothing. Everyone has hard nights. Everyone has mornings where the number is higher because of a vivid dream, a full bladder, or an early alarm. What matters is the trend over weeks and months. Keep a simple log, even just a note in your phone, and look at the pattern rather than the single data points. That is what the researchers do, and it is what gives the number its real meaning. The reason this matters most is not a number on a chart. It is independence. A heart that is well trained, well rested, and operating from a calm nervous system does more than beat slowly in the morning. It supports the energy, the mental clarity, and the physical resilience that let you stay active and capable on your own terms for longer. Your morning heart rate is a small window into that larger picture, worth 30 seconds to look through it.